Right, hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Dragon Age Inquisition. If you have not seen the previous videos, then I would just recommend you watch them before watching this one. Before we start off, I just want to say, there were no videos because, I use Filmora to edit my videos. I don't use, Adobe Premiere, and, to any of you that use Filmora, you would know that nearly every day or like every couple of days when you would access it, it would just come up with like new updates for like new bug fixes, new installations, and all that crap. And you just get out of the way so that way like you just do the update thing out of the way and just use it. The new one of the new update thing that came along. For some reason, something went wrong with it, and nothing was working on it for some reason. And every time I would like try to like import it into a video or something, it wouldn't work all the time. And most of the times when it would work, it wasn't in high definition for some reason. Like when you would select the FPs and everything, for some reason it wouldn't go higher than 20, I believe. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with this thing? What kind of stupid update does this thing do? But whatever. Because of that, I pretty much just like waited and waited until Filmora was better, and now it is better. And yeah, so basically because of that, all of last week, no videos, and obviously no returning episode on Monday. So we're sucked. But either way, a week off, no videos, kind of helped me relax a little bit, let me enjoy playing, a little better, and just having, instead of just having to, like focus on the games I need to record. So, but anyway, weeks pass, here we go. So obviously, link below will be once I figure out how to record games on the PS3, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, my first walkthrough of Inquisition without the imported choices of the Dragon Age Keep. And even though I have no interest to play this game, but I will still do it out of the way, Dragon Age the Belguard. Since the game was created by BioWare, other games created by BioWare will also be linked below, such as the Mass Effect Trilogy, Mass Effect Andromeda, and the next Mass Effect game, if it's still going to happen or not, because after everything going on with BioWare and Mass Effect, supposedly it's still happening, but I don't know what's happening anymore. And hopefully, if the new Mass Effect game works well, it motivates BioWare to completely redo the Veilguard, rename it the Dreadwolf, put in the Dragon Age Keep important choices, and add in more characters, make a better story, blah blah blah, and all that. Literally make it better. Anyway, moving on. Other types of like fantasy and mythological like games will be linked below. Not gonna go to the specific details on the fantasy mythological like games. Gonna say similar fantasy mythological like games will also be linked below. And so, picking up where we left off, this is part 3 for the Joseph Hakkon DLC. So pretty much done everything we just needed to do for side stuff and everything. So what I'm assuming now, once is the American's Trail thing. So I'm assuming we go here, activate it. What's the name of the place? Yeah, the Rasico Reach. We activate it and follow the electricity lines all the way to the dam. Go in, meet him, fight the dragon, get out, and fight the dragon here again, and then voila, finish with the Jaws of Hakkon. And then once we're done with the Jaws of Hakkon, we move to the second DLC, the Descent, where we go to the Deep Roads. And then once we're done with the Deep Roads, back to the main story. And anyway, let's do it.
Let us begin.
To work?
Let's see what we have. This must be the area the spirit referred to.
This is brilliant. This must be what the spirit meant. Excellent find. From what I can see, this is an ancillary station. Likely a scouting post for the larger structure to the east. What can it tell us about where Inquisitor Ameridan went?
I got Professor Kenrick here safely. The rest is up to you.
Lady Harding was quite nimble in the wilderness.
I'll be watching to make sure the Hakkonites don't come back.
This is Tevinter, from well before the last Inquisitor's time. I understand they use such tiles as locks. Interesting, though not likely related to Ameridan. Look at that! Look at that! This is elf. I believe it's the word for light. It's some sort of clue to this barrier. Not sure how.
I need to try something else.
Well done indeed.
That's something you don't see every day.
A pair of shrines. This one is clearly Andrastian, albeit from a very early period, likely pre-divine. But this is Elven. One of their gods. What was it? Every mother finds Druffalo among sleeping juniper groves. G something. The one with the deer.
That would be Gillenan, mother of the Hala.
Yes! Brilliant, thank you. Oh, that would have bothered me all day.
2 shrines for 2 lovers. Inquisitor Ameridan and Talana. Maybe Talana was an elf.
Oh, yes, that's good. The Chantry expunged references to elves before the Exalted March on the Dales. They erased the Canticle of Shartan. They must have done the same to Talana.
Do you think this is where Ameridan died?
No, this was a site of preparation, not burial. Meriden and Talana put up this shrine together.
Look at those flowers. They're not native to the area. What if they were left at the shrine as an offering?
Yes, a night of prayer before battle against the dragon. But then where? Where? We're missing something. What are we missing? Oh, where did you go?
Professor, look at this. Shartan 10-7 and Transfigurations 10-1.
Shartan is dissonant. And before them, empty, outstretched, lay the land which led to the gates of Minrathous. And Transfigurations is, the light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world. Why these verses? Why would Inquisitor Ameridan take the time to carve this before going into battle?
The gates of Minrathous. Isn't there a Tevinter fortress in the area?
Yes? Oh, of course! The ritual site! To seal the dragon away, Ameridan's elven mage must have used a spell at a site of great power.
My scouts have checked the fortress. It's sealed behind a wall of ice. It has to be magic.
Let's look around. Ameridan found a way through that ice, so that way should be nearby.
No good.
To lock the door behind them?
And every lock has a key.
That means trailblazers. They must have known how to use them. If they can melt through the ice, that must be where Ameridan sealed away the dragon.
I'll follow the markers and see what we can find.
certain these trail markers will burn through this wall of ice around the fortress?
Given that the trail markers retain enough energy to illuminate one another, I see no reason to worry.
Perhaps we should search about a bit. We waiting now? I'm so glad I came along.
path is gone. We must find another way around. We are almost to the fortress.
When you are ready, you have our blades, Inquisitor.
I'm ready to attack the jaws of Hakkon.
Good. They will pay the blood price for what they have done. Your Skald and your Scout are here. We can plan the assault.
Oh, I like the sound of Scald. It's more dramatic than Professor. Yes, well, everything we've found out about Inquisitor Emeridon suggests that he never emerged from that Tevinter fortress.
If that is where your Inquisitor defeated Hakkon, that is where the jaws of Hakkon must perform the rite to free him.
Good. We know where to strike.
You really have no problem with us killing your god?
Gods cannot be reborn until they die. Hakkon needs a good rebirthing.
If you say so.
With its ice wall melted, the fortress is open to attack. We must strike soon, before our foes recover.
They're already trying. I've got most of our forces defending the shrine from Hakkonites who want to restore the wall.
If anyone has suggestions, now is the time.
What gives you fear, Inquisitor? Is this not the battle you wanted?
I'm no warrior, but with Lady Harding's forces defending the shrine and no way to breach the walls...
Lowlanders. Why not climb the walls?
Your warriors can get over those walls before the Hakkonites stop them?
This is not a war, Stone Daughter. This is a raid. We strike at night, clad lightly. We climb the wall and open the gate from inside.
Agreed. How soon can we attack?
As soon as the sun sets, Inquisitor. This will be a good night.
Inquisition forces will feign weakness near the shrine. That'll draw some of them away from the fortress.
Not too many, I hope.
Yes, save some for us.
Right, Inquisitor. Hask and I will climb over.
I'll be there to catch Parv when he slips.
Of course you will. You'll be behind me after all.
Where the guard?
I've got him.
There! It's the Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to her home!
And we have a bear! Hooray!
Someone help!
Lady, take it! Don't woman!
Templar were true to their word. No sign of the dragon. It must be in there.
We can't afford to be slowed down.
The ward is destroyed. This cold is magical in origin.
Sounds like they've already started the ritual. Best hurry then.
The Hakkonite leader is calling the spirit of Hakkon into his own body.
Is he insane?
Bloody bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated. The might of mounting fire. Leave the lady lost and lonely. Scour the skies of you die! Of mounting father, crush the creed of Korth the Callow. Leave the lady lost and lonely. scour the skies of spirits sallow. Gerd Harofsson, called the Cutter, Wyvern Slayer, Lowland Bane. Begs of Hakkon, bring his body, bloody blessings, cold and pain! Born in battle, bloody-bladed. Winter's breath to rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated. Leave the lady lost and lonely. Scour the skies of spirits sallow. Gerd Harofsson, called the Cutter, Wyvern Slayer, Lowland Bane. Begs of Hakkon, bring his body, bloody blessings, cold and pain! To rack the lowlands, cold to cut and kill the hated. Meet the might of Mountain Father, crush the creed of Korth the Callow. Leave the lady lost and lonely. Scour the skies of spirits sallow. Gerd Harofsson, called the Cutter, Wyvern Slayer, Lowland Bane. Begs of Hakkon, bring his body, bloody blessings.
We must disrupt the ritual first. Then Hakkon can be harmed.
Face me and die, Inquisitor! What predecessor could not stand against me, you shall fall as well! I am the cold blight of winter!
The damn thing's dousing the fires!
I am Hakkon reborn!
The cold is worse near the creature.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor. And Ran Atishan. I'm glad Draken's friendship with our people has remained strong.
It has not. Draken's son, Cordillus II, destroyed the Dales.
Draken's son? How long?
You were the last Inquisitor. There has not been another since you disappeared 800 years ago.
Draken was my oldest friend. He would have sent someone to find me.
I'm afraid Draken was a little busy with the Darkspawn pouring down from the Anderfels.
I see. Tilana escaped the battle. Did she... Do the records say what became of her?
She returned to the island. From what we can tell, she died trying to reach you through dreams.
I asked her not to. She was a good hunter and the love of my life, but she never... I never wanted this job. Hunting demons was so much simpler than politics.
Inquisitor Ameridan? How could the leader of the Seekers be a mage?
Has history forgotten so much? I was not a Seeker myself, as most Inquisitors were. I used my magical gifts in the hunting of demons in Maleficarum. Do the Seekers no longer welcome the aid of mages?
No, that was forgotten. Among many other things.
Cassandra is a Seeker. And after the Seekers went rogue, she discovered the truth about them.
We learned they developed the Rite of Tranquility.
You mean sundering one from the Fade? The Seekers do it briefly when granting an initiate their abilities.
It has become a way to control mages deemed dangerous. They are left tranquil, permanently.
Killing a man is ugly work. You learn not to look to it as your first recourse. Sundering them from the Fade is... easy. Bloodless. I told them spreading such a solution would lead to abuse. They swore that would never happen. They promised. I'm so sorry.
Cassandra will rebuild the Seekers into an organization to be proud of again, with the Inquisition's help.
Then you both have my thanks. I was a good hunter. I did not want to lead an organization, but Draken told me I was needed. As I suspect you were needed.
I had goals for my life. I had plans and dreams.
And now you have responsibility. Including that which I was unable to fulfill myself. The dragon carries the spirit of an Avar god. I lacked the strength to kill it. My own magic was able to bind us all, locked in time. But when the cultists drew that spirit into another vessel, it disrupted my bindings. It is breaking free.
I'd be honored to finish what you started.
Thank you. The passage of years can be delayed, but not ignored. I will soon join Tilana at Andraste's side. Take this. It holds the last few memories of an old hunter who was neither as wise nor as strong as he thought. Fight well, Inquisitor. I am honored to have met you.
Stop the dragon. It still carries the spirit of Hakkon.
I am surprised you do not practice blood magic, Dorian. Is it not popular in Tevinter?
While we're sharing surprises, you've done a lot less dancing naked in the moonlight than I expected.
Tevinter lore about elves remains accurate as always.
I wanted to see you make flowers bloom with your song, just once.
We have a plan. Hakkon and Irina will lead the Avar elsewhere, so Talana and I can deal with the dragon. My spirit companion believes we can seal the dragon away, even if we cannot kill it. It is less clear whether I can do so without sealing myself in as well. But I have little choice. This beast will wreak devastation across Orlais unless we stop it now.
He saved all of Orlais from the Avar, and no one ever knew.
He did not do it for recognition. He did it because it was necessary.
Dragon of the Avar. All is in place. I offer thanks to Gillinan, Halamother, and to Andraste, Maker Bride. As you were raised up from mortal men to stand with our creators, our makers, so raise me up now to defend this world.
Inquisitor Ameridan, who helped bring the Inquisition into the Chantry, built the shrine for the Maker and the Elven gods.
You had something similar in ancient Tevinter. People kept the holidays, but renamed them for the Maker. So instead of celebrating Andaralis at the start of summer, you have Summer Day. And it's about the Maker.
For Draken. I am at least glad to have friends at my side. Talana and Heron have been arguing about Heron using the lyrium to fight demons. Some things never change. Irina has a new alchemical trick she wants to try, like pitch or tar, but stronger. A recipe straight from Orzammar. They argue, fuss, and mock each other mercilessly. And I would be lost without them.
Yes. What's that like?
The more things change.
A dwarf getting on someone's nerves. I can't imagine.
Safe travels, sir.
Stand with the humans against the Darkspawn, we might lose everything we have gained. I will fight this Avar Dragon for you, Draken. And then we shall drive back the Darkspawn together.
But he died here, and the elves ignored the second light as it spread across Orlais. So began the animosity that led to the destruction of the Dales.
Lowlanders, I am the breath of wisdom, the cold wind of war. Join me in battle and die!
gotten to see you take down a dragon in person. I must say, it's fun to see it up close.
Perhaps this calls for a new title. Dragon Slayer Harding, perhaps.
Oh, a fancy title goes against the point of being a scout. Nobody should see me coming. Inquisitor Meriden would have been proud that you finished what he started. It's strange. History forgot so much of who he was. They never knew he died saving everyone. Do you ever feel that way?
You weren't in the fortress. How'd you hear about Meriden?
I'm a scout, remember? Who do you think writes the messages Liliana reads?
There are things they don't understand. Things no one outside the Inquisition will ever know.
Some of the secrets are necessary. Don't get me wrong. It's just... every time you're more than just a person to someone, you're also less than a person to them. They don't see that a real normal woman fought the Avar and killed that dragon. And they certainly don't know about your strange fixation with Elfroot.
My feelings for Elfroot are classified, Scout Harding.
I'll carry your secret to my pyre. For what it's worth, nice work, Llewellyn. Anyway, I'll be at camp if there's anything here you want to finish up. Otherwise, see you at Skyhold.
I could do without all the demons, boss. Anytime you want to leave is fine by me.
come with me. Though I know you would not have stayed behind. You're a dreamer. This dragon the Avar have tamed carries a demon inside it. I can see how its presence hurts you. You should be at Hakkon Shiral reminding our people of our alliance with Draken. Not here, risking death with me. Still, in the old tongue, your name Talanadas means nothing is inevitable. I will remember your name. And hope.
Meriden was correct. The presence of such a powerful spirit would have caused a dreamer like Talana immeasurable pain.
More pain than watching her husband and all her fighting buddies get killed.
Inquisitor, you have done more for us than most who are of Stonebearhold. It is not right that a guest do so much. The Hold has spoken, and you are no guest. You are kin. More than that, your deeds have earned a legend mark worthy of one who broke the jaws of Hakkon. From today, you are known to us as Inquisitor First Thor.
I will be worthy of the gift you give me, Thane Sunday.
I cannot say that all Avar will be allies with the Lowlands, but your story will be told across the Frostbacks.
I will speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing. I hear you judge wrongs among your people, Inquisitor. If you are willing, I ask you to judge Storvaker.
I'm sorry.
As a warrior of our Hold, Storvaker should have died rather than submit to the vile ritual the Jaws of Hakkon had prepared. It is unclear whether the Augur or I should judge such a thing. You are here. I would be grateful.
I suppose I could render judgment, if it helps the Hold.
Ah, Storvaker, will you speak to the Hold for your deeds?
As honorary member of the Hold, I believe a Hold beast can travel with my people and still keep her oaths. Storvaker, as Inquisitor First Thor, your punishment will be to serve my Inquisition.
Lady, the Master of the Hunt will make mockery of me for this. Inquisitor First Thor.
I will speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
And voila, there we go. We have now completed the first DLC of Inquisition, the Jaws of Hakkon. Now, since we've done with that, when we come back again, we will start the second DLC, the Descent Deep Roads DLC. Then once we're done with this one, back to the story of the game. Although maybe, just maybe, we'll go back to the Empress of Leon, see if this time we can actually fight the dragons, because if you've seen the video when I was fighting the dragons, for some reason, when you fight them, it just went slow as, and just like, here, when we were fighting the dragon here, you saw the bits and pieces that for some reason it was just going slow and lagging a little bit. So after we're done with the DLCs, when we come back to the Empress de Leon, if it does it again, we'll just ignore these ones. We're just gonna forget about them. And then obviously, where is it? The Emerald Graves. The Emerald Graves. That we will come back here, because I believe the on the war table we can access this place now. So we'll obviously have to do this too when we get the chance. So we'll stop here. We'll be back with this again another time. And I'm not sure if people notice too, but I think the armor we have now allowed us to have shields, magic defense for some reason, because if people have seen my videos from quite a while now, for some reason, whenever Solus or Dorian will give the barriers, for some reason, with our Inquisitor, we couldn't get the damn barrier for some reason, and I don't understand why. I've been trying to figure it out, but it has something to do with some of the stuff we had, but I'm just like, nothing technically we had gets rid of it, so I still don't understand what the hell was going on. But now, luckily, we do have it back. And I know that once we start the DLC, we'll be getting new armors and such. So hopefully, if we get, you know, the blue lyrium armors, it won't mess up the barriers again. Because, you know, with everything we've been fighting, you know, no barriers, really hard. So hopefully, we'll keep the barriers with the blue lyrium armors that we'll get soon in the next DLC. But anyway, we'll stop here. We'll be back with this again another time. And as always, leave a like and comment.